Hey everyone. Remember how last night I was pretty satisfied with how things were going in RimWorld? Had a decently sized colony. Everything was going pretty good. And then shortly after I recorded and uploaded last night, a raid killed all but two of my colonists. So what happened? Well, they came from a couple of different directions, and a force that I thought would be perfectly capable of, I split my forces, and then my main force screwed up catastrophically, had two people down. Fine, rescued him. Great, everything's good, right? Wrong. Another group intercepts them. All four of those people died. And so I'm left. By the way, my best doctor was among those four. So I'm left with I don't remember the numbers, but the point is, I only had one doctor left. My other colonists not only sucked, but they refused to do medical. They were incapable of caring. So my one doctor fails to save both of my better doctors in a row. Does like half of a job on two more, just enough to keep them from bleeding to death, but they're still bleeding, just really slow. And then he has a mental break. Two, actually. One, in the middle of doctoring, he had a tantrum, went two rooms over, destroyed a tool cabinet, and then got back to doctoring. And then he had a much more severe break, which is wander in a daze. And that was it. I just knew I was going to be left with him and my one other stable person. And, at this point, two are dead. I watched a third die. I watched a fourth die. And then Randy Random had mercy on me. A random guy shows up. Literally, the event was Man in Black. A mysterious shade appears. Maybe he can salvage what's left of this place or something like that. But literally a dude in black, nicknamed Wraith, showed up. He was a pyro. I was skeptical, but and he wasn't a great doctor, but he would do it. So he rolls in, manages to save the last person that's almost bleeding to death. Thank God, because that person was my last decent constructor. Yeah, all fell apart right there. And then today, well, no, all of that happened today. Last night I lost, I can't even remember. The point is, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. After last night, there was only one survivor from the initial crash landing still there. She died today. First one dead today. Everyone's dead. And somehow, thanks to Wraith showing up and finishing doctoring while my other guy was just mentally broken, I still have a colony. And we've managed to somehow put things back together. I'm out of components and overwhelmed on my power grid, and my best researcher is dead just before finishing the research that would allow me to make a workbench capable of building components. But we've managed to pull it back somehow. It's been a wild ride, but that's RimWorld, baby. Oh, I remember what nearly, made me quit last night. I lost my best colonist, period, in the middle of winter, and before I could even bury her, a warg ate her. So, I've got monuments up to the 4 that died today, but my best colonist doesn't even have a grave. Some wild animal ate her corpse. Rip. This game. My 2 runs of Hades went really well today, at least. Got a big chunk of my current, goal done. I've currently got a goal of what I want to see, aside from just, actually escaping, completing a run. But, and from what I hear, completing your first run is only a quarter of the game, depending on how quickly you do it. Which I guess is me saying I really should have been able to finish a run by now. But I haven't. I haven't really dug in and been this is a run all the way from the beginning, though. Always, my first priority is working on, filling out the achievements that get me more resources. Because that lets me build story faster, and I'm more interested in that. Granted, there's probably a whole lot more after finishing a run. Which I guess we'll find out when I finally finish one, because I don't see myself giving up Hades anytime soon. This specifically is why I usually take my glasses off. Because this is not comfortable neck position. I don't want to do this either. So yeah, this is why I usually take my glasses off, for the record. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for tonight, I think. Nope, that's not working either. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for tonight. I just rubbed my eye. Earlier when I rubbed my eye, it started burning, which means I have accumulated oil and I need to shower. So I'm gonna go do that. See you guys tomorrow.